is January 5th. Our move-in date to our new house is February 1st. We have 26 days to pack, but here's the catch. For 10 of those days, we are going to be out of town. So really, we have 16 days to pack. This will be my 4th time moving in the last 2 years. So I've learned a thing or two about packing efficiently. Tip number 1 would be to pack by room, because I packed by specific items, like specific categories, and then I assigned that box a room to go in. But the problem with that is when I was gathering items from every single room that fell into that category, they ended up in a box in a room that I didn't want it to be in. So this time what I'm doing is just packing by room. I don't know why I did that last time. In hindsight, it doesn't really make sense. Tip number 2 would be to get colored tape. I got this big pack off of Amazon. I thought they were gonna be bigger, but honestly, like, this will do just fine. It kind of comes with a lot of tape. It's thin, it doesn't like need to be super thick, just so long as you can see the color. Assign a color to a specific room, and when you're packing everything in that room, make sure you put the color on that box. Also get like a piece of paper, one of these things, and put like a little piece of tape on one side and then write out what room it goes to, like what room is assigned to that color. 1, so that you know, and 2, so that if you're hiring movers, you can give that to them, and then you can put the specific colored tape on like the door handles, and then they'll know which boxes go in which rooms. Tip number 3 would be to write down what's in your boxes. You don't have to use the index cards. I just think it makes it easier to see. But either way, I think you should write down what's in the box, on the side, and on top. If you have a bunch of boxes stacked up, you can look at the side and see what's in there. Or if you're looking at the top of the box, you'll be able to see what's in there. It'll just make it easier to kind of find what you're looking for once you're unpacking. Because if you're anything like me, you don't unpack all at once. You kind of unpack as you need things. And so it just makes it easier to find stuff. Another thing I did last time that I really don't understand maybe it was pregnancy brain. I don't understand why I did this. So I assigned a color to each box, right? And then I wrote on the box like which room it goes to. But that's kind of redundant because then they didn't need to look at the color, they just needed to look at the label. So I don't know why I did that. I really don't know why. But I'm not gonna do that this time. I'm gonna like cross it off so that if I'm using any old boxes, nobody gets confused and they can just pay attention to the color on the box and not what it says on the side. Another tip, if you have the room and you know there's a possibility you'll be moving again relatively soon, I would save your old boxes. I didn't store them assembled. I like broke them down and then stored them in our garage, so they didn't really take up a ton of space. We're saving ourselves a lot of money not having to buy a ton of new boxes. Whenever you order stuff online and if it comes in a box, I would save that box too, if it's big enough and if it's worth it. I did save a few of the smaller boxes. I remember like needing a smaller box the last time we moved and I didn't have any. I'm gonna keep packing now. LOL, that's me in 8th grade. Magnus is getting very fussy. I think he is tired of not being held. I got a few boxes done. Got all of those boxes, this box, but there's still so much left to do. But that's okay, I think this was a good start. It is day 2 of packing. My adorable little helper, he's keeping me company. Just gonna keep on packing and keep doing what I showed you.
It is a new day. It's been a few days since the last time I packed. Let me show you, I mean, there's not much daylight left, but I can show you what I finished the other day. I basically packed up this entire room. There's stuff in the closet, but it's not really things that can be packed. I'll probably pack those hangers. This is gonna go somewhere else, so that's why I haven't packed it yet. So that's our air mattress. This is just some Christmas stuff that I'm gonna pack up with our other Christmas stuff, like our Christmas lights on our Christmas tree. We have yet to put all that stuff away, so that's why I haven't put it away yet. But that's what I finished the other day. It's been a few days. It was Sunday, so we had like a church family day, and then on Monday is when I started feeling very sick after like days and days of just like congestion. Monday I actually felt like sick, and so I just stayed in bed that day. Tuesday I just spent the day running errands, like grocery shopping, dropping donations off at Goodwill, stuff like that. And now it's Wednesday and we leave 3 days. I'll probably spend Saturday just packing and getting the house ready for us to be gone. I think that's all I'm going to do for tonight. I would say that was pretty good progress. Yes, baby. Magnus woke up from his nap. Anyways, I would say that's good progress. Josh is out for dinner with his boss and a coworker, and he said he got me pizza. So I told him to hurry home so I can eat it. We will keep going tomorrow. But yeah, I'm just gonna chill for the rest of the night. Okay, bye. Magnus was taking his nap, so that's why I didn't say anything up until this point. But let me tell you what I'm doing. We leave tomorrow for our trip to California. There is a chance that our flight can be delayed or canceled because of weather. So, Lord willing, I'm praying that that doesn't happen and that we make it over to California, because we're having a family reunion for my abuelito's, or grandpa, for his birthday, and I don't want to miss that. It's so important to me. All of that side of the family lives in Mexico, so they're all flying to California where my mom is, and we're flying from Indiana, and we're gonna all be together, and I'm really excited, and I don't want to miss it. We are still moving. I think when we get back, we have like a week. Yeah, we literally have a week and a couple days, in a few days, maybe like a week and a half. Our move-in date isn't entirely set yet because we haven't looked at the house yet. It's not like move-in ready. We've just seen pictures and we like the area that it's in. We drove by it. Once it's ready, we get to see it, and then they give us 48 hours to decide if we want to go ahead and move forward or not. So we're gonna do that when we get back, because it should be ready by then. We decide that, then we can decide like an official move-in date. They kind of told me that it'll anywhere from the 1st to the 11th is kind of what we're looking at. Probably that first week of February though is when we're gonna move. So we have like about a week and a half when we get back. So right now what I'm doing is, since Magnus was born, as he grows out of things, I like just put it in a plastic bag and threw it in our closet. So now I'm actually like going through and organizing to store it in the next house. If they can all fit in like a bin, in like one bin, with these space saving bags. Maybe I'll do that. I'm also pulling out bigger size clothing that we have. He's moving up, which makes me so sad. It's always so hard for me to move him up in clothing. But yeah, so I'm gonna keep doing that. So I'm just gonna put all this away now and pack for our trip to California. I heard you toot. I heard those toots come out of your butt, silly. Yeah.
Okay, we are back from our trip to California. A good time. I got sick halfway through, but I'm feeling much better. I still have a little bit of a cough and a little congestion, but we're good. We're moving in 5 days, so we really need to get on it. We are not nearly as packed as I would like us to be because I got sick, and when we got back I was still kind of recovering, so I really wasn't packing as much as I should have been. Honestly, it's really not that bad because we have time to move out. Our move-in date is the 5th, but like our move-out date isn't until later. So I mean, we have some time to like get the house ready. Okay, my baby did in fact wake up. He woke up very hungry, so I fed him. We played together for a little bit. Then he spit up a ton over himself and me, so I had to change my clothes, but all is well. So we're not moving anymore. Long story short, we saw the house, we decided to move forward, we made the phone calls, we did all the stuff, and it was time to like pay all of the fees and sign the lease, and Josh just had a really bad feeling. Literally, that's it. And to be honest, I was a little frustrated because I had spent so much time packing, and I was excited about living in a new house and all this stuff, but I just wanted to be supportive and trust my husband, trust his instincts. Yeah, so I was like, okay, well, if you don't think we should do this, then I'll go ahead and make the phone call and we won't move forward with it. Overall, it just made more sense for us to stay. I'd realized we hadn't really like prayed about the decision, and so when Josh and I, because he had to work while we were trying to figure all of this out, so when Josh and I were texting about whether or not we should move forward, I realized we hadn't prayed about it, and I was getting frustrated, and I just decided I need to pray. And as soon as I did, the Lord just kind of spoke to me and just said, like, it makes more sense for you guys to stay. You should really like follow Josh's lead on this one. I just felt more peace about the decision to not move. But anyways, yeah, that's the surprise ending. We're in the same house, no moving, and now it's time to unpack everything instead. We decided since we're not moving, we're going to kind of rearrange the whole house because we hadn't really made it feel like home since we knew it was temporary, or since we thought it was temporary. I hope the tips at the beginning of the video were helpful in case you are moving, and I hope you enjoyed the rest of it. And that's all. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.